This is a guy that I watch quite often. Um, you've probably heard of him. He used to go by Decoy Voice. Now he's just Decoy. And I watch him quite a bit. He's really articulate. He's a smart dude. Like he don't he goes he says he's not a math Asian, but he's pretty smart. He's very articulate, and he really is intelligent to see what goes on and articulate it in a video. And the best I can do is react to the guy. Um, I'm not I'm not the guy that can actually articulate all the shit, go through uh, and create these videos yet like this guy can do. Um, I'm new to the game. He's been doing this for years, and he really has a pattern down that really, really intrigues me. He's really good at what he does. And this one here is they finally went too far. You got to watch this guy. He just do a search for Decoy. He used to go by Decoy Voice, but now it's just Decoy.
After the first ICE incident over in Minnesota, another activist lost his eye from a non-lethal round in California. But did they learn their lesson? No, it seems everything just keeps getting worse. As in Minnesota, again, ICE just popped another guy.
That there was an ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis,
where this enraged the activists, despite knowing virtually nothing about this incident.
There's a person arrested, it seems, I'm not quite sure, on the ground. She looks like she's cuffed. There's Border Patrol officers in full camo. They're armed with a couple of them have night vision.
So the feds sent in tear gas to quell the crowds. Even deploying prison guards to stop the riots.
They need to literally start just shooting these fucking people. Because this is not protesting. This is not protesting. This is rioting.
What it do? Y'all try to do y'all job. Let's see them
And all for what? To protest the shooting of an undocumented Venezuelan who was fleeing law enforcement, only to have two random other guys ambush and attack the agent, hitting him with a shovel or broomstick, when the officer ended up firing and striking the initial subject. And even though they tried to escape, they were all eventually detained, with both the officer and the attacker being hospitalized. It's almost like, again, ICE isn't out there kidnapping or attacking random citizens. It's just when they're out there enforcing or border laws, when they fear for their life, whether it be being hit by an activist vehicle or getting beaten by three idiots with a shovel, they are then forced to use their weapons in self-defense. But these activists never let inconvenient facts stop them from committing more felonies.
No shit. These people are trained. They are trained and they are paid to do this shit. And I'm of the mind, as soon as it's out of line, just fucking shoot them. You know, they want to call them Gestapo. Fucking become Gestapo. Just fucking do it. Get it over with.
After they falsely accused several random people driving SUVs of being ICE.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have to do this. I'm happy to do this.
Yeah.
That's all. We just got to stop this.
So he's got a lot of camera equipment. I think we can say this isn't
but I'm kind. I respect what you are doing. Yeah, no. There's I really appreciate what you guys are doing.
Were you here yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes, he was here yesterday. I can testify that. I didn't recognize him.
No, I appreciate your help. Thank you.
I'm not here to help you.
No, I
think the
understand.
fact that you're in a vehicle like this at this
I
time
get it.
is...
But with all due respect to everybody, I can't help the way I drive.
Well, you can. You go rent something else.
Well,
I mean,
Until they actually
Oh,
found
yeah, you can. You got to go buy something else. I got to change my vehicle to keep you fuckers off my ass. No. I'd start carrying a concealed weapon. And the first one that threw something in my car, I just popped him.
a federal vehicle unattended
I
and
feared for
proceeded
my
to
life.
destroy and loot it. Rummaging through its contents, looking for documents.
Bust out the windows.
Even pulling out a safe from inside.
These people need to be taken out. They need to fear for their fucking lives. You don't get that stupid without training to be that stupid.
Knock, knock! Hold on. Listen, let me know what's in here.
Every one of them needs to be fucking arrested. Who the fuck are you to just do that to somebody's vehicle?
Put the mask on.
Especially a government vehicle.
Diablo, Santeria.
I'm pretty certain everybody involved in this needs to go to federal prison. Worst case,
No
they're
shit.
stealing weapons that require a tax stamp. I'm certain none of them have. Somewhat better case, they're stealing confidential Fed documents that'll just make them rearrange their plans, forcing
They stole the fucking documents so that they can dox the ICE supporter or the ICE agents.
them to absolutely flood the zone with 10x the amount of federal agents. And after I recorded
Yep.
this, Nick Sorter actually confirmed they found and stole a rifle out of that core.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
here's some bullets.
As at the very least, they found documents in the vehicle that they even live streamed to everybody after finding. These activists have such a short-term mentality, as if stealing these documents was suddenly going to shift the momentum of their movement. And now that they have the current location and direction of the agents, they're not going to immediately switch up, shift their entire focus on the activists that stole those documents.
Of course not. Of course not. But they need to fucking arrest everybody in there. Every person you see in these videos needs to go to prison.
And potential weapons inside that safe. And all for what? Because their angry and undocumented individual got popped for attacking a cop with a shovel. As I can say with absolute certainty, if somebody is willing to attack a Fed, their disregard for our laws don't end with that attack, and you definitely
shit.
wouldn't want that person living next to your grandparents. But no, they can't comprehend any of these realities. They'll just screech, ICE is still attacking and kidnapping innocent individuals.
That's bullshit and everybody knows it. That's exactly what they'll do because that's what they're trained to do. It's never their fault. Never. It's always push it on, blame ICE. If they weren't there, this would have never happened. That's like blaming the victim every time. You know, if she wouldn't have been there, that guy wouldn't have raped her. Wow, imagine that. That's fucking stupid. But that's exactly the way they do. That's exactly the way the Democrats do everything. They blame Republicans for shit that they're doing. Put it off on the other guy. That takes the eyeballs off us. And that's exactly what's happening in Minnesota. That's exactly what happened to the fucking Somali shit. Yeah, it's not our fault. If you weren't willing to give us the money, we wouldn't have took it. What kind of stupid fucking thing is that?
Which somehow results in them putting themselves in harm's way to protect the people that actually hate them. But at least ICE is getting more aggressive in arresting these activists.
I want to see more of it. More of it. More of it.
Letting them know stalking and stopping law enforcement is indeed a crime.
You're a U.S. citizen that broke the fucking law. You get to go to jail like anybody else.
And if they don't comply, they will be forcibly detained.
They're telling her to move. They're telling her, get the fuck out of the way. Get out of here. Now you look in front of her. She goes forward, stops. But in another video, she went forward and they showed in front of her car and there is nothing in front of her. She could have fucking kept going. Nope. Now she wants to say that she was on her way to the doctor. Well, what are you stopping for? What are you stopping in the middle of the fucking road for? Because you just wanted to scream and holler at ICE agents. So now you don't have a choice. Now you're fucking going to jail. I'm going to the doctor. No, that fucking car had nobody in front of her. There was nobody in front of her. She could have kept going and going and going and going. Okay? She just wanted to stop there and fucking obstruct ICE. No, we'll move your car. Too fucking late.
I honestly kind of find it sad that these grown...
You got a brain injury, all right. You're fucking mentally fucking deficient.
Adults somehow just discovered that these federal agents aren't just playing a fun little game of, I don't have anything more important to do with my life, so I'm making that your problem, and now you need to babysit me. No, ICE is going after dangerous criminals that not only traffic substances, but sometimes people for slavery, which somehow isn't an issue to them because their emotions aren't based on consistent values. It's just whatever the TV and social media feeds tell them to be angry over. The scary...
It's exactly what it is, and they're all connected through internet chat rooms and fucking like Reddit, and they all plan this shit. This is all planned. This is all paid for. There's one video on one guy, $80,000 a year they pay him to protest. Well, fucking $80,000 a year, I'll travel to any damn place you want to fucking protest. Who in the fuck makes $80,000 a year? If you ain't in the fucking oil rigs and you ain't some high up in a fucking company, you ain't making no $80,000 a year. There ain't a Starbucks employee that makes fucking $80,000 a year. You wonder why you can't get fucking decent hamburgers? Because these cocksuckers are paying somebody to fucking protest $80,000 a year, and there ain't a burger flipper anywhere that's going to make that money.
Report being, it's not just the homeless ladies with more emotions and information. Like we saw in that other video, some idiots are even saying they'll bring weapons, to which they already are.
Get arrested. Get the on the car before you get
assault. I just asked you for an ID. That
I don't give a what you asked me for. Shut up. You shut up. Shut up. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? He has a gun on him. Look at that. A fully registered
Yeah.
firearm. Because I'm a U.S. citizen.
You sure?
What's wrong with you? Wow. Wow. Let's go.
Now this idiot might actually have his CCW to go along with the whistle he's also wearing, but it just goes to show the escalation that is occurring here. As first it was just imbeciles dancing in their vehicles while stalking and blocking the feds, and even she got tragically ended for her naive efforts. But now, it appears they're actually showing up with their whistle, resisting arrest while carrying a loaded weapon, which is sadly playing into exactly what the Democrat politicians want. They're practically begging for another sacrifice to start a hot conflict between a sanctuary city and the feds.
That's exactly what this asshole right here is talking about. He wants a fucking civil war. And as far as I'm concerned, he can have it. Him and his Democrat fucking paid for protesters can all have exactly that. I can't wait for Trump to fucking invoke the Insurrection Act in Minnesota and just lock the whole fucking state down.
Recently disgraced Governor Walz again suggests the feds are Nazis.
Going door to door, ordering people to point out where their neighbors of color live.
Yeah.
They're pulling over
Good.
people indiscriminately.
Good.
Including U.S. citizens.
Good.
And demanding to see their papers.
Good.
And at grocery stores, at bus stops, even at our schools.
Good.
They're breaking windows, dragging pregnant women down the street.
Oh, bullshit.
Just plain grabbing Minnesotans and shoving them into unmarked vans. Kidnapping innocent people with no warning.
I have yet to see a single instance of ICE going door to door, asking for the people of color so they can arrest them regardless of citizenship. And
yeah, I have never seen that video. And you can bet your ass that if it's happening, somebody would have videoed it. You can bet your ass they would have.
for him to make insane claims like that just shows how desperate he is, practically begging for more activists to get in the way.
Yep.
Help us establish a record of exactly what's happening in our communities. You have an absolute right to peacefully film ICE agents as they conduct these activities. So carry your phone with you at all times. And if
you do not have a right to obstruct them, citizen or not. You do not have a right to obstruct.
See these ICE agents in your neighborhood? Take out that phone and hit record. Help us create a database of the atrocities against Minnesotans.
Atrocity.
Not just to establish a record for posterity, but to bank
This
evidence for
fuckwit
future
needs
prosecution.
to be arrested.
The more desperate he is to get the feds out of his state, the more guilty he looks for all that fraud. And the more they uncover, the more insane his claims will become. But at least Trump is finally cutting off their funding.
Starting February 1st, we're not making any payments to sanctuary cities or states having sanctuary cities because they do everything possible to protect criminals at the expense of American citizens. And
there you go. No more money.
It breeds fraud and crime and all of the other problems that come. So we're not making any payment to anybody that supports sanctuary cities.
Damn right. That's the way it should be. You want to support sanctuary state, sanctuary city, you get no more federal money at all for anything. Damn right.
Stopping the fraud is a start, but most Americans won't be happy until politicians are put into prison over this, where the theft of hundreds of billions of
I agree. Politicians need to go to prison.
Tax dollars was bad enough, but now it seems they're even willing to start a civil war just so they can continue to steal billions of our tax dollars. So if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription and you'll subscribe to Decoy.
You bet. I absolutely will. I am definitely subscribed to his channel, subscribe to Decoy. The dude's good. He really does do some intricate work making his videos, and I absolutely love watching the guy. There's quite a few people that I watch on here on a regular basis, and eventually I'll make videos about them too. But this guy really knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for years, and he's very good at it. So get over to his channel and subscribe to Decoy. He really knows what he's doing.